Discovering. Man only, of all my created animals, created I not perfect in his order, says the Creator. The most devoid of knowledge and the most helpless of animals created I man. I gave not to the bird to improve her feathers, nor yet to improve her species, nor gave I her a book as to the manner of building her nest, nor as to her behaviour with other birds. Nor said I to the hare, beware of foxes, or go thou, teach thy young to depend on their fleetness. Yet both, birds and beasts, move by my inspiration perfectly in the order I made them. The bird doeth her work, and the hare fleeth from the fox. But the child of man will put its finger in a snake's mouth, and the child will also eat any deadly poison. Thus differently created I man from all other things on earth, but I gave him the foundation whereon he might attain to perfection in all the attributes of my other living creatures. And I said unto man, be thou observant of what thou shalt eat and drink, and where thou shalt dwell day by day and sleep by night. For all things shall write upon thy soul the character and kind whereof thou mayest. If you will be gentle like a lamb, and non-resistant and docile, so you may obtain great knowledge, feed thou upon herbs and fruits and cereals, and thy blood shall be pure and cool, and charged with food for thy spirit in peace and love. But if thou wilt be ferocious like a carnivorous beast, then thou shalt feed upon flesh and fish, and thy blood shall be hot, and thy spirit shall be stirred with passion and anger, and contention and tattling, and war and jealousy, and love and vengeance. For whatsoever thou carriest the blood with shall be charged upon thy spirit. Because thou canst not feed on fish or flesh, but through destruction unto death, even so destruction unto death shall come upon thy soul. For thine own blood shall thy spirit be inspired, even according to what thy blood contains. And as through thy corporeal part is nurtured, so through the gaseous atmospheric part thy spirit is nurtured. Woman said, behold, I kill not any lamb, nor bird, nor fish. Others kill them, but I can eat them. To kill my lambs and birds and whatsoever I created alive, it is a simple act, says the Creator. Let no man waste much speech because of such destructions. It is the contamination of the blood by man by carnivorous food, whereon thou shalt ponder. Like unto like I created all the living. Whosoever makes himself carnivorous can not escape conflict and contention within his own members, soul and body. Until the earth was circumscribed, I gave man carnivorous food. Today I make it poison to him, and man shall turn away from it, and the smell of it shall sicken him, and the sight of blood shall fill him with horror. The butcher shall be ashamed, and neighbour shall serve him, thus stink of blood. Because if thou gave us flesh, we also drank of drunkenness. Because thou gave us flesh, we also did smoke and take narcotics. Because thou gave us flesh, we are rotten with catarrh and wasted in the lungs. Because we feasted on flesh, the Creator answered us, incorruptible flesh. Lo, we stink from the sole of our feet to the crown of our heads. And our offspring are born into the world so helpless and corrupt that half of them die in infancy. The Creator said, when I command the nations of the earth to peace, behold, I raise my hand above the carnivorous head. And there was a time when I created every animal perfect in its order, so also shall such a time come unto man. And now it's the dawn thereof, hence I name it Aquarian Age. And as the spirit learns to build her net without a book, and the bees to dwell in queendom in peace and industry without books and written laws and instructions as how to do this or how to do that, even so now is a new birth to the generations of my people on earth. By my direct inspiration upon them shall they learn to do all things perfect, in the order for man for which I created him. Man shall know how to do things easily without the long labour of books, and without showing or explanations. As of old, I commanded you to have dominion over every living thing I created, so now I command you to take the earth and the waters of the earth and the air above the earth into your domain also. You shall rule over them, drive away the heat, and bring the cold away. To drive away as it will for the benefit of all the living, to accomplish which you shalt now first of all adapt thyself to thy Creator, according to my highest light upon thee, to put away thine own inharmony in thy blood and flesh and in thy soul, opening the way for my inspiration to come direct to thee, that thou mayst be one with me.